Hello everybody and welcome to this Awesomenauts video with yours truly, SlowWolf. Today we're going to be taking a look at a replay that I played last night with Weasel, actually on my team, so welcome back, Weasel. We've been playing a lot recently, and in this game, I decided to try out Penny. I don't remember how it went. It was pretty late last night, but I remember that I didn't go totally badly. So let's put a Penny video on the channel, I'm thinking, and watch this together. Setting stuff up is actually not all that difficult once you get the hang of it, but we're gonna start off with the basics: kills, deaths, total solar over here. Swap that over to the right, and voila! We've got a thing that's actually worth talking about. Oh right, items bought. Okay, and let's focus on me because I'm beautiful. Yeah, to start things off, I picked up base abilities. I almost get the kill here onto the Genji. Decided back on off. Penny is a weird one for me. I really love Penny as far as what her playstyle looks like, how it works. I absolutely love her Desperado skin, if you hadn't noticed. I mean, here I am playing it, loving the actual shit out of it. It's a beautiful skin, and it's a beautiful character overall. It takes a little while to get used to, I've found so far, but I get the pounce off, but at what cost? I get tongued, and then I get killed on the backside because of Leon here. Curso doing a very good job of at least picking up on the kill, which, if he had not been there, would not have happened. So, good job, buddy. But we at least got first blood, so that's the thing. Weasel's playing Scree, and he's scary on Scree, and in the weirdest way possible. Like, he doesn't pick up Totem until much later. He does something that works very well with him. I can't get Scree to work, so Weasel, if you're watching this, teach me. But here we are, back on Penny. We're alive again. We're gonna pick up Boots and Regen very early on, and I remember going to Snack Herring Badge very early as well, so that way I can stay aggressive in fights. It doesn't end up helping all that much, from what I remember. I remember that I get very aggressively hit there and killed by the Genji. I went in real deep and then I died for it. I don't know why that happens. All I know is that it does happen. Weasel manages to pick up a really solid kill there that I did not expect at all. And now the Ulip wants blood. He's going to maybe find it if he gets off a good grip here. Just needs to land it. Just needs to land it. Can he land it? He cannot land it. And that's it. And that's because Ulip doesn't have grip at all, which is kind of hilarious to say the least. Usually, Ulips always pick up grip. It's such a strong ability. Last night when I was playing, it happened all the time. It was just really, really cool to have, but you know how it is. So, like, sometimes you have people on your team that just don't get the builds you're expecting and don't get the upgrades you're expecting on characters that honestly should have those upgrades. Ulip is a prime example here. He does not have gaze. But, you know, it works out. He's going for a heavy push. He's keeping this bottom lane very, very clear. And with these slow dinos, he can keep them in place. He can keep the droids in place and have the dinos chomp them for a good long time. I put out the pulse there, and now I'm trying to find a way to help out Weasel. I try to get the pounce off, but it's not going to be enough without some help from the Ulip. If he can land it, he manages to land the wrench and get the kill. So, very lucky on our part. That we didn't jump there means that we didn't get pushed into the turret. A bit of a weird charge coming out of the Lux, but we managed anyway. Currently 3-3, which is nice and tied up. We have a slight experience advantage, and we're going to push out this top lane at least a little bit here. Again, my Penny play is bad. I don't know how to play Penny. I've been trying to practice her on and off every once in a while just to see if I can get something to click. Just to see if I can't, you know, figure out a way to make her playstyle gel with with my capabilities. And I'm not sure if that's a character I can do that with. I pounced in on a situation that I thought was an easy harassment opportunity. I ended up dying very, very hard. And now this Lux has a free reign of the map for a little while. In fact, the entire red team does. It's 3v2, so they're going to make good use of that advantage. Going all over the place, trying to split push, trying to harass a little bit. This Ulip is an absolute menace, though. Every time he puts out the dinos, no one can really stand toe-to-toe with him for the next couple of seconds just because his dinos move so slowly that anywhere he's around, those dinos are around as well. And they'll manage to pick up a couple of kills there off the back of those dinosaurs, so very well done. Killing that Leon. Now, we're back again. We've died, what, 3 times now? Yeah, three times. We're not playing well. We've got 1 kill. We're feeling pretty lousy about ourselves. At this point, I think I'm telling Weasel I'm really sorry, bud. He's laughing it off because he's playing Scree, so of course he's cocky and overconfident. That's how he plays. That's how he plays Scree. He believes he's always in a situation where he can, you know, do shit. So, and that's a really good attitude to have. If you're gonna play this game, definitely go in thinking you can win in any opportunity. So that way, if you do lose, it's like, yeah, well, at least I tried my best. And the best is the only thing you can ask for, right? Right. Anyway, we got 1 combo point. At this stage, I'm thinking to myself, I need something other than the regen. Like, I've got a snack herring badge, I've got one rank in regen, I've got boots. Like, I'm nimble, I'm mobile, I'm clever. Well, okay, well, we might want to avoid that last one. But we're all these other things, and I'm thinking to myself, it might be a good idea to do some other stuff here. We almost managed to catch that Lux out of sorts. Now it's my turn. Maybe go after this guy here. Don't land the pulse because I missed it horribly. That's one thing I can definitely learn to do, is learn to land my skill shots a little bit more often. That can be said for any character that I like playing. I mean, Froggy G, we were very good friends up until the moment when people learned how to dodge his dash. Now I can't land his skill shots anymore. His dash in particular is just really rough. We're going to go in for the charge. We could have gotten the pulse off on the Leon and killed him, but we missed that too, which is really dumb. We could have gotten an easy double kill, but no such luck. So we're only going to pick off the Lux. We didn't even get the pick off. Weasel did. Or Ulip did. I don't know which. Either way, we just need to be a little careful here. Not go in when it's a bad situation. Just be there for my friends with a pounce or a pulse if need be. We already used up all of our charges, so we can't really do either of those things. I'm going to go right back to getting at least some charges all over the place. At this juncture, I realized it was maybe a bad idea to pounce on the guy. So we're going to just back off, grab some creeps here instead. We put out a pulse through the floor. That's a really important skill as a penny that I've noticed so far. If you can pulse through the floor accurately, oh, there we go, we finally got a kill. We're super cool. We got tongued there, not pounced, so it's not like we dealt any damage. Looking for a couple combo points and maybe a little HP to go back in here. I'm not feeling very confident right now on my penny play. It's difficult to feel confident when your best score right now is 2 and 3. It's not like we're doing terribly, but at the same time, we could be doing a lot better. Now, the other thing that I'm having trouble with is landing melee attacks, especially pennies, because it's not like it's too difficult to land, but at the same time, it is a very small, short-range melee attack. So if you're a little bit off, it becomes a pretty big problem. If you don't have combo points, then you're starved. You can't do anything. It's like mana in any other game, and it's one of the very few characters that has a mana equivalent in this game, so you do need to be very careful. Nas Weedlings are not exactly the same thing, but yeah, they kind of function similarly in that if you don't have the Weedlings, then you cannot place them, right? So with Penny, it's definitely one of those things where you need combo points, and they act a lot like mana does in any other MOBA, where you need the mana to do your abilities. If that makes any sense to you. Or if you'd rather just think of combo points like anything, like any other normal person, like with rogues and World of Warcraft or whatever, you do you, man. You do you. Or woman. Take your pick. We have no combo points, so at this point we can't really do anything to the Leon. We just walk up behind him, say, hey, how's it going, and start clearing the creeps. Which is the world's most pathetic penny play. But hey, we're doing something. We got tongues, we decided to back off instead of going deep there and trying to get some more combo points. The thing is, we can do some damage. Pardon me. If we try here, but we're not doing quite enough, and we're not surviving enough either. So at this stage, I'm going back, and I've got a decent amount of money, actually. So what do I buy here? Alright, so I went heavy into pounce. At this stage, I picked up the Zurian mechanic here, which means I get a charge for hitting somebody with my pounce. So that way I can pounce into people at the beginning, do a decent amount of damage, and still have like an extra combo point, so that way I can pulse a little bit earlier on. I went for the photovoltaic lightning charger after that, so that way I can reduce the cooldown of pounce by a lot, so that way I can pounce more often, and then couple that with the electric bike lock for the extra damage. Seemed like a good plan. I wanted to pounce there, but obviously it was on cooldown, so that wasn't going to happen. I'm trying desperately to find an avenue in here. I'm trying to find something going on here. We get a pounce off on these guys. Weasel gets another kill onto the Genji because his saw blades are literally always in the wrong spots for people. We managed to almost pick up a kill there, giving it to the Ulip instead. We get off a good pounce, and that's going to be a team wipe for us, which is really kind of lucky. I'm a little surprised as to how that happened. Let's try that one more time. Go back 30 seconds. Watch this in slow-mo. So we managed to have this engagement. Go back, grab our combo points. The saw blade's been used for its full duration, so that's a thing. Ulip puts out a stun, but it doesn't end up doing too much right there. We get out a pounce. Weasel manages the saw blade, the Genji. Now these two are here. They're still fighting. Out comes a pulse. It's going to be able to help get a kill onto that guy. And now Curso getting caught out by a pounce into another saw blade, and that will end it. So that was a random team fight. I did not expect that to last as long as it did, but we ended up coming out on top of it very, very early on with a good kill onto the Genji. And then after that, we just brawled our way into their base. So that was very, very nice. And then we're going straight into their core. So this is a really good-looking game right now. But at this stage, Penny starts to falter, I find. Without access to a lot of viable units with which to hit, at least safely, it's a good idea to head on back. Now, what do I do here is a good question. I think we end up taking out these solar bosses together. It's very quick, easy work, so it doesn't take much time at all, especially thanks to his saw blade. And that's another 20 solar. Scree's going all the way over to the right side. Weasel very keen to get rid of these solar bosses whenever he's got the chance. We go into pounce, try to steal the kill there for the HP, but we don't really need it. In the meantime, though, we kind of left this Leon to, you know, be totally fine. He's dancing around, trying his best to survive all these things. We pulsed in exactly the wrong way. We predicted he'd go down. He did not go down at all. I think we're over predicting that ability just a little, to be honest with you. We managed to land that pulse. It doesn't end up doing too much here. We're looking for an opportunity here. We should not have missed that pounce. We still managed to pick up the kill with a left click, though, so really well done. That super claw that Penny's picked up on the Starstorm station, doing enough damage to at least pick up a kill. And now we're looking at this Genji. He looks delicious. He manages to get a kill instead, so not so delicious. We're still looking to try to find him. We'll not find the opportunity to do so as he flutters away after having cocooned Weasel. But then we try to come back in here, and I miss my pounce again. My inability to land skill shots is my absolute downfall in this game. Alright, what's this Leon trying to do? Is he going to be able to juke? He's so low, there's no way he should live. And then I keep trying to jump, but I'm just high enough off the ground that I don't get my actual jump, which pissed me off here. I could have easily chased him if I had just hit the ground first instead of getting all jumpy with my quadruple jump. Ugh, movement. It's hard, dog. Alright, we're going to go in here. Got some pulse, it's good. It does some amplified damage, reduces some of the shield that Genji can put out. Weasel's in a bad spot. He gets picked off. Well done by the red team, but we're not done yet. We're going to try to find something here. The weirdest pounce in Penny history, going straight up. Who do you think you are, Froggy G? You don't have access to the Dragon Punch. Fuck off. We're doing a lot of damage here. Managed to do enough to get the kill. That was an incredible snare. We managed to do a ton of extra damage thanks to that pulse. We probably should have pulsed first and pounced after, to be honest with you, but that worked out. Going in for some more left click, doing a really good pulse, getting a lot of HP back. We're still not done yet. We managed to pounce Curso away, and that was actually good play. We're now sitting at 5-3. We're actually positive. It has a lot to do with Weasel and Ulip effectively making this job really, really easy between snare and killing everybody to give me the money I need in order to get the upgrades I need. Speaking of upgrades I've got, I haven't bought anything new since the last time, so we've been kind of just going ham ever since. And it's a little strange considering we got a total of 1900 solar and we haven't spent nearly that amount. So I think I've got almost like 700 solar in my pockets right now. We actually landed a really good pulse there, which is very strange for me. We got a combo point, but it wasn't enough. We tried to pulse away and we got killed instead. So well played by the red team. Now Genji's maybe in a bad spot. He needs to be careful. Don't get hit by the saw blade, dog. Saw blade hurts a lot. And I'm a banana, the Ulip, backing off. What does the Ulip have? That's a very good question. I like to see what other people have. He's gone for straight up dinos to begin with. Anti-gravity ball, the Dino Poop, and the slow moving dinos means that he can put those things out and they'll stay in the same area for a good long time. He's also got definitely not butter, which increases the snare duration of his stuff. So really good stuff. Weasley manages to pick up a kill on an Artie Cell. I like to see how that ends up happening here, to be honest with you. He's chain lightninging. He manages to get enough chain lightning damage out there to be able to get a kill. Now we are back in this game, and we've managed to buy and finish off our pounce. We've now got both ranks of bug jars, and we've finished off our regen as well. So we are very survivable, so long as we do hit and run tactics, and we just need to play it safe and not go toe-to-toe too often. We got silence there for a good long time, or a longer time than I expected. We try to put out a pulse. We're trying to survive here without getting killed off. That's not going to happen here, as we cannot find a freaking ground to jump off of properly. Grr, Penny's jump drives me wild. I cannot get it to work to save my goddamn life. There's a couple of problems I have with Penny. First off, let's focus on the movement. Because of the quadruple jump, she has an incredible amount of control. The problem with that is that if she's not touched the ground yet, and because she frequently doesn't touch the ground, I continuously screw up her second, third, and fourth jump very, very often. It's a little frustrating for me just because I hate it when the control of my jump is messed up like that. So I still have to learn how to move properly with Penny. The other hard thing with Penny is that you have to know when to be aggressive and how that can work. I managed to get off and pounce onto this Lux, but it does so little. It did so little. We should have aimed for the Genji if at all possible. But it is a little bit difficult considering that Lux is such a big target and can stand there and meat shield it. The red team's taking damage. We're nowhere near this fight right now. We're trying to find our way there. What are we doing? I don't even know, man. We managed to get off the pounce. It was the wrong move to make there. I mean, we still got the kill, but that's out of sheer luck that the other guy I managed to pick up Dot. If we had pulsed, that would have been an easy kill with no problems. And look at look at how foolish I seemed instead. Almost cost my team a kill. So you gotta be careful when you're doing that pounce bullshit. We missed the Genji. If we had hit, that would have been beautiful. Putting out a couple of attacks. I'm now quite low. I have to worry about this Genji a lot. We're going to go ahead and try to pounce that guy into the solar boss. He's quite low. I tried to pulse. He was nowhere near the pulse. Now Curso's in a bad spot. He's so low. He just barely survived. What a lucky guy. What a lucky guy that his Genji was there to save him. Good save by the Genji. Like, seriously. Well done. He should have died there, and he did not because of that. So that was a really good cocoon. To say the least. They'd also probably be dying a lot more often if I wasn't 5-5 and, like, playing horribly. Like, seriously, I'm doing a really shit job as a Penny. I say I occasionally practice, and I do mean I occasionally practice. It seems like that practice does so little. One guy gets caught in the turret. I kind of want to see how that happened. Go back 6 seconds. There he is. He gets snared underneath the turret. That's what happened. Okay, so Ulip effectively earning that kill. Well done, Ulip. And see, that's the great thing about Ulip that I quite like. And I'm going to show you guys a Ulip video next. But yeah, things have worked out so well. We've lost our Ulip actually in that fight so far. There's just a Genji alive though, and we're trying to chase him down. I got one combo point with which to do it. Trying to float around, trying to be that annoying character that can float around and do stuff. Instead, I get caught out by the cocoon, but it doesn't matter. Weasel can chase him down with the chain lightning, and at this point, we should be going for core. And this, I'm not realizing. At this point, I go home. Which might have been a silly move, to say the least. What do I end up picking up here? It better be goddamn worth it, man. If you're going to head on home at a time like that. Alright, so I got Silence and I got Scout Binoculars. So I have the increased range and the Silence on Pulse, which is a really powerful group of upgrades. The range means I can hit multiple people with it a lot easier from a much safer distance. And that it silences them for a good little while. How much does it actually silence them? 0.3 per active charge. Holy shit. That means I can silence them for like 1.2 seconds if I've got a full charge of Pulse. That's quite a lot. Speaking of Pulse, we need to get some charges up to get that one running. So here we are. We're doing our best to get as many charges as possible. Okay, what's going on here? I walk away. Okay, great. You probably could have gone after the Lux a little bit. At least, you know, pounced them back and then walked away. But, okay, here's our opportunity. We managed to get Curso for a little bit. That grip just barely missing, unfortunately. And then the Leon's going to do the jump cancel. So he's going to end up a lot lower than what we were expecting. I missed my pounce here, so we're in 0 combo points. We're going to go ahead and pick them up right again here. We now got 4. We're back in this fight. We want to be. We get off the Pulse. We go for the Pulse. It hits, barely, somehow. We're now going after this Genji. Maybe get the kill on him. Well played by Weasel. Yet again, picking up another couple of kills. He's sitting at 10 and 4 because he's, like, I don't get it. Anyway. We're doing what we can. This Leon is super low. He's going to die to the grip. And then we're going to be able to take this game. So, what is there that we can say about Penny? Penny is a really strong character in the right hands. If you want to see somebody play Penny very well, look up Space Admiral Laika on Twitch. That guy plays a very mean Penny, and it's super worth watching because every time I've seen Laika play, it's like impossible to catch the character. It's impossible to deal damage to the character without being dealt more damage somehow. Even when all he has is like basic regen upgrades, that Penny somehow does more damage than anybody expects. So this is not an example of good Penny play. This is an example of learning Penny play. And I think that it's fair to say that Penny has one of the highest learning curves in the game. So if you're struggling with playing Penny Fox at all and you really want to learn how to play her, don't be disheartened. She's difficult. She's very difficult, if not one of the most difficult Nauts to play. Out of all the people that have hard listed under their difficulty rating, including Voltar and the rest, I honestly feel like she has the most reward if you put in the time, because she can do so much in almost any situation. With that said, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I know I sure did, and I'll see you guys in the next video.